My name's Gabe Zalma. Interesting article on Western Center for Journalism. If you work for Obama, you are under orders to shut up. Yeah, I believe that's probably very true. And it really spends some time and it talks about Benghazi and how the survivors, they were told not to say anything. But what's really interesting, and what actually surprises me, is what is at the end of this article. And at the end of the article, it says that if Senator Graham puts forth a good faith effort to get the facts surrounding the evening's raid on the Benghazi mission, how long will it be until Obama declares the matter one of national security to be shielded by executive privilege? I'm actually amazed that hasn't happened yet. And I'm amazed it hasn't happened yet for a whole lot of reasons. I've said this on, I don't even know how many videos, that Obama, I believe, orchestrated what took place that evening. He didn't plan it to go the way that it went, but he orchestrated the event from taking place. Now, obviously, if that truth ever came out, it would be very difficult for him to remain in the White House. And that's why I'm amazed that he hasn't declared it a national security event and then shielded it with his executive privilege. But we'll see. It ain't over until a fat lady sings, and the fat lady hasn't sung yet, so who knows what he's going to do. But he's got to know. He knows. I mean, he knows the truth. He knows what he did. He knows what he didn't do. And the majority of sensible American citizens also know what he did and what he didn't do. What they know is that a commander-in-chief would never go to bed and desert fellow Americans knowing that they need assistance and they're being slaughtered. But, see, I don't consider that he's really commander-in-chief. I don't consider him to be a fellow American. And there's a lot of talk about exactly that. There's a lot of talk that our government has been compromised right from the very top down. And Obama has infiltrated a whole lot of less than desirable people into key positions. So if there is proof that he in fact was never eligible, all of the participants will suffer the same fate, as will he. And that fate is not a good one, you know what I mean? But we'll see. I think Benghazi is the key. I've said it many, many times. I still believe it's the key. And all it takes is one honest American to come forward and tell the truth. And I said this before as well. I think what needs to be done is all the communications and all the dialogue that took place between Obama and his friendly visitors from Egypt that he arranged special visas for, that needs to be presented to Congress. And, we need to learn what was discussed and what was planned. And, the guy's got to go. It's just, this is completely crazy that he's still running around in power. But it really all comes back to we have a do-nothing Congress. And we have a do-nothing Senate. Someone said it best, and what they said is that we have senators that are very self-serving. They know which direction the wind is blowing in, and they're not going to resist. That's sad, isn't it? They swear an oath to protect the American people from all enemies, both foreign and domestic, and we got both of those enemies right in the White House. Anyway, all I can do is do the best that I can do and provide as much information as I've been trying to provide, and hopefully there'll be a sufficient groundswell where the American citizens will demand a complete and thorough investigation in his past. And I think if that happens, we'll find out that he was granted admission through affirmative action on a Indonesian passport, and that's all we need to know, And then the lights will go out in the White House for a while until it's renovated. You know what I mean? We'll see. I told you what I think. What do you think?